guys, how's it going? And welcome back. More tech stuff, as I promised. Yes, and more to come yet still. A couple of days from now, more toys. Anyway, so an Amazon seller got a hold of me because we have a particular Brother printer that they saw a video on my channel. And they said, how would you like to try out our toner cartridges? I'm like, sure, why not? I'm game. Now we did just put a brand new cartridge in this thing not too long ago, so I will be repackaging this cartridge afterward. However, we do want to try them out and see what they're like, because we did buy a Brother original that gets about 2,600 pages per toner cartridge, and it cost us about $80 at our local Staples store, which is kind of like, it's a little expensive, but you know, it is laser and whatnot, so you gotta kind of expect some bit of a price there, right? Because you are getting a lot of print pages. So if you're only printing black, then hey, great. Black laser printer, not that expensive. I think we paid, well actually this was not one we bought. In fact, my father gave this to us, but I am looking at another printer exactly the same, and it's $350 that I'll be buying for myself. This way we can also make use of these a lot sooner too, and go through them, because I do a lot of printing. And at paying $80 a piece, it kind of starts to really crank up, you know. Now these, at the time when we got them, they were listed at $44, somewhere around there. By the time you did the US to Canadian with shipping, okay, so it was about 45 bucks Canadian. And these did come, I believe, from the States as well. So, you know, by the time you transfer the US price to Canada, it's about 45 bucks. Which is actually pretty decent, because we get a pack of 2 in here, and each one is good for 2,600 sheets. So that actually makes for printing to be a lot cheaper. So let's take a look and see what we got. Now these are not Brother original, obviously. They are an aftermarket, which is fine. I don't mind aftermarket stuff. In fact, hey, aftermarket is a cheaper way to go, definitely. We still have an inkjet printer around the house somewhere, and of course we would buy originals for it, and because the aftermarkets, when it comes to inkjet printers, some printers don't like them. Ours was one of them. So anyway, but you don't get a lot of sheets for what you're paying for. Like, we're talking, what, $30 for an ink tank, one black tank. Now it's a color printer, but still, we just use the black tank. And still, that's a lot of money for only a couple of hundred sheets, and the print quality is not near as good as what laser is. So it actually does pay to go laser, and especially if you're doing a lot of just black stuff and no color, well, this is a good way to go, to be honest with you. So anyways, about every, I don't know exact number, but I would probably say at least about every 10 toner cartridges, you should actually replace your drum unit in your printer. Depending, you know, if it's still printing good, don't worry about it. But if it's giving you then yeah, you probably might want to consider replacing that drum unit. And we've never done the drum unit yet, and it's still going good. And I don't know how many cartridges my father ran through this printer. So we do have a protector on here. You should actually give this thing a couple little twist back and forth, maybe a little shake, because this is powder toner, okay? Now we need to get into our printer, which is relatively easy on this particular model, and voila! So we just pull it out, and there's our Brother cartridge. So we just push the button here, pop that out, I'll put that aside. Now there is a cover here, so you want to take that out, because there's your roller. Keep your fingers off, would be a good plan, because yeah, it's black stuff. And we're just going to pop it in just like so. What could be easier? And a little bit of a shove back in. Now we got to wait for the printer to set itself up, because you're disturbing things, so it has to reinitialize itself, and it's doing its thing. Now, the printer I have, if you want to know, is the MFC-L2720DW. There are a couple other Brother printers that use the exact same cartridge, and this is a Tn660 original Brother. These are the compatible ones, and it says compatible with Tn660 on the label, so you know. So we're ready to go, and we've got a document ready here. So we'll just hit print, and we'll see what happens. Receiving data. Now, from what I understand, even sealed, there's at least a 2-year shelf life on these things. You could possibly get longer if you've left them sealed, but I'm sure, you know, if you're buying them in twins, you're doing a lot of printing anyways, but you're also saving money. This cartridge at $80 for 2,600 sheets works out to be about 3 cents per page when you're buying 2 of these that are 2,600 sheets per, and the much cheaper price, well over $30 Canadian, and taxes cheaper. It works out to like a penny a page. It is ridiculously cheap now to print. So we've got our page, and wow, that is really nice. That's a really nice, good black color. So let me give you guys a close-up. So for a compatible cartridge, that does an amazing job. So shall we compare to the brother and see what we have? Because I did mention I am going to be taking this out, so why not take it out now, and then we get a comparison right on screen for you guys. So again, we don't want to get our fingers on any of this, and we're just going to put that there. Now, if you're going to repackage, like because of this, I'm going to actually wrap this really tight with cellophane wrapper afterwards to airtight seal it. Not that I'm worried about the air, but I want to make sure that it's sealed either way, because they do come in plastic. Even though there are little vent holes, I still want to seal it. So, in goes the Brother Original. And we'll wait for that to set up. Print out a copy and see if we can notice a quality difference. Okay, that says it's ready to go. And now I've got to print this again. This is my wife's computer, so
page 45.
All pages, no.
No.
So just
Page 45.
45.
There you go.
And print. And the quality is 1200 DPI. And that is the maximum DPI quality. So let's hit print. And let me take a look at these for you guys. Honestly, guys, I can't tell the difference. They both look incredibly great. So, there's one we just printed. I'll give you guys a bit of a picture close-up as best I can here. Honestly, you cannot tell them apart. So, at the time when, they sent these things to us, it would have worked out to about $45 Canadian with shipping from the States from Amazon.com. That is an incredible price for 2 compatible cartridges that work, obviously, just great. Okay, cost savings is phenomenal. From 3 cents a page to a penny a page. Even I'm not going to be worried about printing a lot of stuff now. I do have to pick up my own printer though. So, but that's okay. And getting the exact same printer, well, hey, not a big deal. Unless I can find another one for a little cheaper that doesn't have, all the bells and whistles that this thing does. I don't really care as long as it fits the cartridge. That's all I'm concerned with. But at $80 for an original Brother, I understand a lot of people are fanatics when it comes to brand name. And you know, honestly guys, there are some things you can definitely go third party with. This is definitely one of those things. You cannot tell the difference between those two prints whatsoever. Okay? So that is just amazing. So very happy with that. The price is incredibly good. They do have sales with Amazon from time to time. Sellers do put things on sales. I did notice there was a sale on these not long after they were sent through, and I believe it was for like, was it 16 bucks or something? It was cheap. You know, it's like, wow, you know, and so again, great product. It's a perfect identical match to the original. You know, as far as like everything here goes, it's all good to go, rock and roll. You know, the print quality is just, you can't tell the difference. So price, awesome. Quality workmanship in these things, right spot on, very good, no hassle. What more can I tell you? Cost savings. So I would definitely highly recommend taking a look at these yourself, trying a set out. Now, the links will be in the video description below for the Amazon page to buy these. But if you don't have this particular Brother printer, you can click on the seller store and look for a compatible cartridge to your printer to see if they carry it. And if they do, then try out a set of the ones designed for your particular printer. Okay, but if you are using currently a printer even different than this model but uses the Tn660 cartridges, then definitely try a set out. I'm sure you will not be disappointed. They are definitely fantastic cartridges. And I'd like to thank that seller right now so much for sending these things. That was really cool. I'm definitely going to give these things a good run for their money over the long haul, of course. I will probably do an update review sometime down the road. I don't know when, because I want to use up this cartridge first. But that'll be my wife. I'm going to be getting my own printer probably in about a month or two. So probably closer to, well, this is 2021, so maybe let's revisit this in probably October or November, and I'll let you know, like, am I getting like consistency all the time throughout the life of the cartridge, and how many sheets approximately did I get, because I'm not going to sit here and count every sheet I print, but you know what I mean. You do get phenomenal rates either way, so that's fantastic. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video. Again, in the description below will be links to purchase. Click on the store for the seller on Amazon. If you don't have the same printer and you want to check out what other cartridges or other products they carry, do that as well. And until next time though, and which will be very soon, trust me, I do have more techie stuff coming for the channel this month. So we'll catch you on the next one. See ya.